I'm Michael Broughton from Terroir restaurant. Today I'm going to be cooking for Food 24 a braised shin of veal on parmesan risotto. We're going to start off first with a little mirepoix of vegetables, and I'm just going to take this onion, and what this will make up will be the mirepoix, as we say, of onions, carrots, celery, a little bit of garlic, thyme. Right, what I've got here is 3 pieces of veal and some seasoned flour. We're just going to dredge just with a little bit of flour. I'm going to get the pan ready. The pan is hot. I'm going to throw in a little bit of plain olive oil. In it goes, and always put your best side down first. Now that can just go on a low heat. Let them sit for a good 3 minutes, and then we're going to turn them. While the meat is busy browning, if you're running out of time, you can use a second pan to get the vegetables browned. Okay, I'm going to turn the meat over. That's the brown we want. Okay, we'll let these guys rest a little while we brown the rest of the mirepoix veg. Right, we've got some carrots that are starting to take on some color. We're now going to add the onions and the garlic, and we're going to fry those a little bit to get them brown as well. Right, next up we're going to make the risotto, and we're going to start off with a clove of garlic and a medium-sized shallot. Here we have the shallot and the garlic. Cooked it very gently, no color, and we're going to add the rice quickly. Now the next trick is to fry the rice without browning the rest of the shallots and garlics. So we're basically going to stir fry the rice. Once we've got these guys brown, the onions and the carrots and the whole garlic, add the celery, and you can sweat that off for another 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, we've got a pretty nutty smell coming out now. We've been going at this for a good 5-6 minutes. We're going to deglaze with some dry white wine. Start ladling some hot chicken stock, a few ladles at a time, till it's absorbed. And we'll really just keep on moving this for the next 18 minutes. Moving and agitating the stock and the rice together gives you the creamiest, most delicious mouthfeel. Right, now that we've got the mirepoix brown, we're going to put the meat back in the pan with all its juices. Now we're going to add the white wine and the Madeira. If you haven't got Madeira, use a medium sherry. Thanks. There goes the Madeira or the sherry. Now we're going to let that go on a medium to high heat. To this we're just going to add a little sprig of thyme, the bay leaf, a 1/4 teaspoon of whole black peppercorn, sprinkle them in. We're going to cook that alcohol down by exactly half. Right, we've got the alcohol evaporated off. So we're now going to add the chicken stock, at least about 500 or 600 mils. We're now going to put what we call a cartouche over, just to keep things from evaporating too much, yet at the same time having a little bit of a hole there for the steam. And then to top that off, we're going to place a little bit of foil. So now this is going to basically poach for about 2.5 hours. Check after 2 hours in the oven on about 160, 165 for 2 to 2.5 hours. Okay, it's been 2 hours. Let's have a look at the braised shin. Okay, a lot of the liquid has cooked away, but essentially that's what we're looking for. We're going to remove the pieces of string and very gently put those guys into another pan. Now this is the nectar we're after, and what we'll do, strain these liquids through here. And you can now keep this sizzling away to get it even softer while you make the risotto. And just to let the juices get a little bit thicker, a little bit shinier, a little bit more concentrated, and that should take about 15 minutes. Right, we're nearing the end of the risotto, where we can see it starting to get nice and almost creamy. I mean, that's kind of what you're looking for. From all the agitating, we've got almost this creamy texture. That's cooked, and that's creamy. Off the fire, we're going to add just a small tablespoon of cream. We're going to stir that in. We're going to add parmesan. After all, this is a parmesan risotto, so we want the parmesan flavor to come through. We're going to add the butter, cold hard butter, 2 little knobs. We're going to check for the seasoning. Parmesan risotto goes on. This will be for 1 portion. Then we're going to get our best piece for presentation. And then, of course, you want to spoon over a little bit of your sauce, which is just delicious. Because we've got a little bit of gremolata, which is the traditional accompaniment for braised veal, we'll sprinkle a little bit of gremolata. Try and keep the shiny pieces of meat visible. And then, of course, because there is tomato in it, we'll add a few little pieces of tomato around. And that's your braised shin of veal with parmesan risotto.